Under the Shadow of a Tree is a play developed by the Colectivo Experimental Storytelling. With biodiversity as a theme for reflection, the artist tells two stories that are taken to scene through a play that puts together storytelling, juggling, music, and theater.
4 storytellers are responsible for providing a fun experimental show told in English and Spanish. Let's watch.
Mauricio Patiño is one of the 4 storytellers of the Colectivo Experimental Storytelling, a new proposal in English. And he's here with us in What's Up. Welcome to our program.
What's up, Vanessa, and what's up, everybody at home?
There is a hill on the land, and the land was never seen. There is a tree on the hill on the land, and the land was never seen.
So, Mauricio, what is exactly the Colectivo Experimental Storytelling?
It is a group of storytellers. We are storytellers. Each one of us has, the less has 3 years telling stories, and we decided to do something to take advantage of our English skills and take them on stage with what we do, that is storytelling. We are cuenteros.
Okay. So you guys have a first play, which is Under the Shadow of a Tree. What is it about?
Under the Shadow of a Tree is about biodiversity, and also it's a game. It has 2 stories. The first one is about a little bird that gets homeless. Yes, the tree where he lives is falling down, and what he does is he goes to see the reason, to look for the reason, and he goes and asks to the river and the cloud and the sun, and there we are talking about global warming. We are talking about even about people that gets homeless, that we know about. Too many people in our country that gets homeless, and in the second story it's an oral traditional story about Uncle Bull, Uncle Tiger, Uncle Rabbit, that they have to see who is the wiser.
He was there floating out of space, and he was looking for the sun.
Mauricio, since not everybody speaks English, how do you guys do with your public?
We speak in English, but we also speak with our body. We also speak with the way we look and the intention when we are speaking, and the show is 80% in English and 20% in Spanish.
So when we talk about environmental responsibility, we make a reference to enterprises that create products and all this, but not about collectives of art. Do you think this is a plus, like an added value to your work?
Yes, definitely. I think that any artist is talking about something. He's talking about the society, about the own soul, and we are doing this. We're talking about this topic, environment. And in the other hand, we're also talking about how do we solve conflicts between each other, and we are just playing. We are doing what we want, but the way an artist do, making the people think.
Sebastián Monsalve is another storyteller. So, Sebastián, what is the most difficult thing about storytelling in English?
Bienvenidos a Yo de la Gallinita Josefina. El día de hoy nuestro tema es He Wants to Eat Me.
Okay, I would say the most difficult part of storytelling in English is the lack of resources you got, the linguistic resources, because, well, in Spanish you know how to make people laugh or cry or creating atmospheres or making sarcasm or irony, but in English it's not your native language, so you got this problem of how do that in English. I would say that's the most difficult part.
So one of the funniest moments in the play is the talk show between the bull and the tiger. How does it unfold? What happens here?
Well, that part of the story is originally a traditional story from all around the world. It's Uncle Rabbit and Uncle Tiger stories. They're all around the world. And we wanted to make it more fast, more innovative for the audience. So we created a talk show. So Uncle Tiger and Uncle Bull, they have a fight because Uncle Tiger asked for help for Uncle Bull. He promised that he's not gonna eat him, and then he broke his promise. It's all a mess. And then they start asking other animals how they have to solve the situation.
So what upcoming projects do you have for your public?
Well, that's like in art is like something that came through the inspiration, but we have been thinking of getting like new shows, mixing, for example, music, in this case, rock and roll, and mixing with this storytelling part, and doing more traditional stuff. We think the advantage of creating pieces of traditional oral tradition is like, even you tell it here, it's gonna be the same in other places, in other countries. So that's something universal. So the topics will never change. Even they change the name of the characters, it's gonna be the same story. So I would say we're gonna work on that, and also what comes to us in like inspirational games.
Never seen.
This was What's Up. See you again next week.
Don't forget to send us your emails at whats_up@teleantioquia.com.co.
And follow us on Twitter at whats_up_web. Bye.
La Gerencia de Comunicaciones y la Secretaría de Educación para la Cultura de Antioquia presentaron el anterior programa.